Strategic renewal and adaptation represent the culmination of the strategic management process. While strategy formulation, implementation, and control focus on achieving current objectives, strategic renewal ensures that organizations remain relevant, competitive, and sustainable in changing environments. Organizations that fail to adapt eventually experience strategic decline, regardless of their past success. Within the global MBA curriculum, strategic renewal and adaptation emphasize the ability of leaders to continuously reassess strategic assumptions, respond to environmental changes, and transform organizational capabilities to maintain long-term competitiveness. The topic reflects one of the most important realities of modern management. Successful organizations are not those that merely execute today's strategy effectively, but those that continuously reinvent themselves for tomorrow's opportunities and challenges. The modern business emphasizes strategic agility, innovation, leadership, and adaptive decision-making as critical executive competencies. In a world shaped by digital transformation, artificial intelligence, geopolitical shifts, sustainability pressures, and disruptive innovation, organizations must develop mechanisms for continuous renewal rather than relying on historical success. Strategic renewal is therefore not a one-time transformation project. It is an ongoing organizational capability that enables continuous learning, innovation, adaptation, and value creation. 2. What is strategic renewal? Strategic renewal refers to the process through which organizations redefine strategies, capabilities, business models, structures, and competitive positions in response to changing environmental conditions. Strategic renewal involves reassessing strategic assumptions, identifying emerging opportunities, responding to competitive threats, transforming organizational capabilities, developing new sources of competitive advantage. The objective is not merely survival but sustained relevance and long-term value creation. Strategic renewal addresses a fundamental question. How can the organization remain successful in a future that may be very different from the present? Organizations that successfully renew themselves often outperform competitors during periods of disruption and uncertainty. 3. Why strategic renewal is necessary. Business environments are continuously evolving. Several forces drive the need for strategic renewal. Technological change. New technologies can rapidly transform industries. Examples: artificial intelligence, cloud computing, automation, blockchain, biotechnology. Organizations that fail to adapt to technological change risk obsolescence. Changing customer preferences. Customer needs and expectations evolve over time. Examples: demand for digital experiences, personalized services, sustainable products, omnichannel engagement. Organizations must continuously adjust value propositions to remain relevant. Competitive disruption. New entrants often challenge established industry leaders. Examples: fintech disrupting banking, streaming disrupting traditional media, e-commerce disrupting retail. Strategic renewal enables organizations to respond effectively to disruptive competitors. Regulatory and geopolitical change. Governments and global events frequently alter business conditions. Examples: trade policy changes, ESG regulations, data privacy requirements, geopolitical tensions. Organizations must adapt strategies accordingly. 4. The strategic renewal process. Strategic renewal typically follows a systematic process. Step 1. Environmental reassessment. Organizations continuously monitor markets, technologies, competitors, regulations, customer behavior. The objective is to identify emerging trends and potential disruptions. Example: traditional banks increasingly monitor digital payment technologies and fintech innovations. Step 2. Strategic diagnosis. Managers evaluate whether current strategies remain effective. Questions include: are our assumptions still valid? Are our competitive advantages sustainable? Are customer needs changing? Are new threats emerging? Strategic diagnosis helps identify performance gaps and renewal opportunities. Step 3. Strategic innovation. Organizations develop new strategic alternatives. Examples include new business models, new products, digital transformation initiatives, market expansion opportunities. Strategic innovation often becomes the foundation of renewal. Step 4. Organizational transformation. Renewal frequently requires changes in structure, culture, processes, capabilities, leadership approaches. Transformation enables the organization to execute new strategies effectively. Step 5. Continuous learning. Strategic renewal is sustained through ongoing learning, experimentation, and adaptation. Organizations that learn faster than competitors often develop enduring advantages. 5. Strategic adaptation. Strategic adaptation refers to an organization's ability to adjust strategies and operations in response to environmental changes. Adaptation can occur at different levels. Operational adaptation. Changes in processes and activities. Examples: supply chain redesign, automation implementation, cost reduction programs. Tactical adaptation. Changes in competitive actions. Examples: pricing adjustments, product modifications, marketing campaigns. Strategic adaptation. Fundamental shifts in organizational direction. Examples: entering new industries, changing business models, transforming value propositions. Strategic adaptation is often necessary when environmental changes threaten long-term competitiveness.
6. Organizational agility. A key capability supporting strategic renewal is organizational agility. Organizational agility refers to the ability to sense, respond, and adapt rapidly to changing conditions. Agile organizations demonstrate flexibility, ability to adjust quickly, speed, rapid decision-making and execution, innovation, continuous experimentation and learning, customer responsiveness, fast adaptation to customer needs. Example: Amazon.com, Inc. demonstrates organizational agility by continuously expanding into new markets, adopting emerging technologies, and developing innovative business models. Agility has become a critical source of competitive advantage in dynamic industries. 7. Dynamic capabilities theory. One of the most influential frameworks related to strategic renewal is dynamic capabilities theory. Dynamic capabilities refer to an organization's ability to sense opportunities and threats, identify environmental changes, seize opportunities, mobilize resources to capture value, transform the organization, reconfigure assets and capabilities as conditions evolve. Organizations with strong dynamic capabilities can adapt more effectively than competitors. Example: Microsoft Corporation successfully transformed from a traditional software company into a cloud computing and AI leader by developing new capabilities and adapting its business model. 8. Business model renewal. Strategic renewal often requires changes to the business model. A business model describes how value is created, how value is delivered, how value is captured. Business model renewal may involve revenue model changes. Example: subscription services replacing one-time purchases. Digital transformation. Example: physical retailers developing e-commerce platforms. Ecosystem development. Example: technology firms building integrated digital ecosystems. Example: Netflix Incorporated renewed its business model multiple times. 1. DVD rental service. 2. Streaming platform. 3. Original content producer. 4. Global entertainment ecosystem. This continuous renewal contributed significantly to long-term growth. 9. Innovation as a driver of renewal. Innovation is one of the most important mechanisms for strategic renewal. Organizations pursue product innovation, new products and services, process innovation, improved operational methods, business model innovation, new approaches to value creation, strategic innovation, new competitive approaches. Innovation helps organizations create future growth opportunities while defending against competitive threats. Organizations that stop innovating often experience strategic stagnation. 10. Leadership and strategic renewal. Strategic renewal requires strong leadership. Leaders play several critical roles. Vision creation. Define future strategic direction. Opportunity recognition. Identify emerging trends and possibilities. Change leadership. Guide transformation initiatives. Resource allocation. Invest in future capabilities. Organizational learning. Encourage experimentation and knowledge sharing. Example: Satya Nadella led one of the most successful strategic renewals in corporate history by transforming culture, technology strategy, and organizational priorities. Leadership commitment is often the deciding factor in renewal success. 11. Strategic renewal challenges. Organizations frequently encounter barriers to renewal. Organizational inertia. Resistance to change based on existing routines and structures. Success trap. Past success creates complacency. Organizations continue relying on outdated strategies. Resource constraints. Limited financial or managerial capacity. Cultural resistance. Employees may resist transformation initiatives. Uncertainty. Future conditions are often difficult to predict. Overcoming these barriers requires leadership, communication, and organizational commitment. 12. Strategic renewal in the digital economy. The digital era has dramatically increased the importance of strategic renewal. Organizations must respond to artificial intelligence, transforming business processes and decision-making, digital platforms, changing competitive dynamics, data analytics, creating new value opportunities, sustainability expectations, increasing stakeholder demands for responsible business practices, global competition, expanding competitive pressures. Organizations that continuously adapt digital capabilities are better positioned for long-term success. 13. Strategic renewal and sustainable competitive advantage. Sustainable competitive advantage no longer depends solely on current capabilities. Instead, it increasingly depends on the ability to learn, continuously innovate, consistently adapt, rapidly transform strategically. The most successful organizations view renewal as a permanent capability rather than an occasional project. Examples include Microsoft Corporation, Amazon.com, Incorporated Netflix, Incorporated Apple Inc. These companies have repeatedly reinvented themselves in response to changing market conditions. 14. Strategic renewal and enterprise value creation. The ultimate objective of strategic renewal is long-term enterprise value creation. Renewal enables organizations to sustain growth, maintain competitiveness, improve resilience, capture emerging opportunities, manage disruption effectively. The global MBA program emphasizes that strategic renewal and adaptation are essential executive capabilities for navigating uncertainty and sustaining organizational success. Organizations that continuously learn, innovate, and transform are better positioned to create lasting value for shareholders, customers, employees, and society. Key takeaways. 1. Strategic renewal is the process of continuously redefining strategies, capabilities, and business models to remain competitive. 2. Strategic adaptation enables organizations to respond effectively to environmental change. 3. Technological disruption, customer preferences, competition, and regulation drive the need for renewal. 4. Strategic renewal involves environmental reassessment, diagnosis, innovation, transformation, and learning. 5. Organizational agility is a critical capability supporting rapid adaptation. 6. Dynamic capabilities theory explains how organizations sense, seize, and transform opportunities. 7. Business model innovation is often central to successful renewal. 8. Innovation serves as a primary driver of strategic adaptation and long-term growth. 9. Leadership plays a crucial role in guiding organizational transformation and renewal.